My preta. This title means Black Mother or Dark Mother in Portuguese. And this song, I would say, was finished first. It is also meant to hold the energy or the space of the crown seal of energy, or the chakra, the crown chakra. And this song took me on a journey to a couple different continents and showed me things about my own ancestry that I needed to face, things I also needed to grieve and understand. So, let's journey together. I remember being in New York City. I believe it was when I first moved there. And I was looking for an apartment, and during that time I was staying with a good friend. And it was at this time that I was feeling Magdalen with me a lot. I was new to her. I was new to remembering her presence. And I remember having a very, very vivid, lucid dream where she sang this lullaby to me. And it's meant for her daughter, Sarah, but I didn't forget the lullaby. And as I played it for the first time, it felt like an alternative or an upside down version or a hidden version of Silent Night. And you might hear that in the opening flutes, for they really carry that moment of the dream and of the lullaby. And I loved that. I loved that we have this epic hymn to honor the birth of Jesus that we all sing. And while he is celebrated so greatly, I feel like Sarah, his daughter, also deserved a lullaby as well. So, the introduction of the song is that moment. And then we come to my maternal grandmother Maxine's passing, her death, which was a profound experience for me. She was my best friend and definitely an angel for me, and still is, absolutely. I feel her often, especially when I'm walking at the sea, on the beach. I often feel her arm in arm with me. So in preparing for her funeral service, this line from a Portuguese fado, Portuguese urban music from Lisbon, came to me, and it was "Dentro do meu peito estás sempre comigo," which means you are always in my chest or in my heart. Always you are with me. And that's the sentiment. And so that became a mantra of mine while preparing for the funeral. And just going through that experience of losing her, is knowing in this language of our ancestry that you're with me. It needed to be in that language. So I ended up researching that song as someone like me does. I want to know more. I love the roots of things. And I had no idea that the original version of this song was from Brazil. And that song has the same melody, but the words are different. And that the words talk about Mãe Preta, who the slaves, the Africans who were taken from Africa, would pray to, a goddess figure that they hoped would liberate them. So that is Mãe Preta in one sense. In another sense, she is the literal Black woman who is caretaking for her oppressor, her oppressor's children, and alongside her own children. And I was shown that even as these atrocities were being committed to her, she loved the children of her oppressors equally to those of her own. That brought me to my knees. And then what I was being shown was what she was doing is what the Divine Mother has always done for us if we are willing to reach out and receive. And even if we're not, she is there embracing us every moment of our lives. For she is us, she is within us, and she's around and without us. As this song grew, it wanted to be in the time signature of 7/8. And I loved that because 7 is a magic number, as a lot of numbers are magic numbers. But 7 was a number that I would say represents this album, and a number that I was working with to be part of the magical structure, the sort of underlayer, the foundation of this album. There are 7s running through it, and I was experiencing synchronicities around that number while writing. So I created this version in a very beautiful 7/8 that was all very accurately performed, and it still contained this essence of the lullaby. I was being shown that the dark mother, the light mother, the mother in between, whatever you want to call it. But right now, let's use dark mother, the hidden mother, because the divine mother is not something that we're talking about in our daily consciousness in the way that we do of Heavenly Father, for an example. I sent the song off in its more lullaby form, its very sort of tame form, to my mentors, and as soon as I did that, something shifted within me, and she came. The Dark Mother came. If you want to call her Isis, if you want to call her Sophia, if you want to call, whatever you want to call her, my preta. She showed up and she was like, no, get into the vocal booth. I have something for you. Open your voice. And I did, and I remember taking off the metronome setting so that there would be no conscious alignment to time and space in a way that I was trying to align to. And the song, her voice, became my voice. And I don't say that in an egotistical way, I just say it truthfully. And what you hear is that moment. I was very tempted to re-record it, but I really wanted to honor that moment where I trusted myself and I trusted her and she trusted me. And that circle became this spiral that went through my voice and into the microphone. And I am really thankful in the end that I decided to keep that vocal take. And magically, the rest of what I had produced aligned with it in a way that was different and new. And I didn't almost have to do anything else to the song. I just deleted the things that kept it in this sort of time linear space of like beats. And now it became this expression of expansion, of the expansion of her love. And the message that no matter what you do to her, no matter if you believe in her or not, if you curse her or not, she will hold you in your arms, in your arms, in her arms, forever, forever. And that sort of love is what the whole universe is based on, isn't it? So I know we're getting into big concepts, but for me, that is the seed of this song. And what a gift it was to embody.